as we get ready to resume our quest through the land of the DLC, Artorias of the Abyss. I'm actually standing outside my room right now, and I am near Hawkeye Golf, apparently. So basically, the Calamite boss fight has been unlocked, and we shall be fighting. We shall be fighting him soon enough, but I feel that maybe it might be somewhat better if I. There we go. Goth's Great Arrow. Hello, carving. Lead thy life as thou seest. Okay. And we move forward. Now, Calamite is an amazing boss fight, no doubt about it. It's a bit like trying to, you know, it's like the Medeer boss fight or the Lawrence boss fight. They're the same correspondent. Oh look, a summon sign. Now this area is a PvP hotspot, so descends from God. Okay. Clearly. Now, if you really want this guy to descend from God, I mean, that's just... Okay, that's just not... See, the thing is, divine weapons ideally should work wonders against these guys, but they don't to a good degree. Okay, so... It won't be Uria all the way through each of 3 of the Dark Souls games. I'm actually going to do a Guts cosplay in the next one. Well, I'm going to try to do one within the limitations of my own character. Oh dear me. Okay, that's not good. Congratulations, bro. See, that's the thing about PvP hotspots. Now, I didn't have my Gravelord sword equipped. Case in point, the reason why I got my ass absolutely handed to me. But it's alright. We shall keep pressing forward. Now that we are hollowed. Preston Warrior was right. Going hollow can solve it quite a bit. I mean, you don't have to worry about actually losing your humanity when you have none to begin with. I feel like that's like a clever metaphor, you know, for people who feel like that they've just done so much wrong in their worlds. There we go. Nothing but a little sides. Now, I feel like it's time that I actually change up and have both of my weapons on at hand the whole time. Again, the purpose is not to go down there, it's the purpose is... Wow, it did not even stagger him. Have you noticed that was a headshot, basically? If there are such a thing. And yes, there is such a thing as a headshot in Dark Souls. This will become very relevant in the last boss fight in the entire series. And I'm not just talking about... Oh my goodness gracious. Now this guy's about to floor me unless I... that didn't work for shit. On the upside, we got ourselves a shard of humanity. Yeah, this move is very reminiscent of. Hit him in the head. Shoot him in the head. Live on your television screen. Now I want to actually use this. See, the thing is, if the last attack that you're going to aim for is going to be like the kind of hard-hitting attack that just completely floors them, then, you know, it's not really a problem. If it's heavy. It doesn't matter how fast you recover from it. The important thing is that the enemy in front of you, the only enemy in front of you, is dead. Now, I feel like maybe jumping on this guy is actually a better option. Although, considering that we're right off a ledge, might not be the best solution, but hey, in Dark Souls, beggars can't be choosers. Okay, never mind. Sorry, buddy. And down into the abyss you go, and he'll respawn. So, very little is by chance in Dark Souls. That much is true. What exactly... Gotta get the skull lantern ready. Oh, crap. There it is. This is the thing that is going to help us out a lot during the game. It deflects dark. Now, here's the interesting thing. The silver pendant engraved with the crest of Artorias, one of the ancient treasures of Anor Londo, presented to Artorias for facing the abyss, effectively deflects dark of the abyss, especially in its magic forms. Now, that's the interesting thing. If the abyss forms of the dark and abyss in magic forms, right? Then doesn't that mean they can also exist in pyromancy forms? The world is not in a four-way world. It's basically a three-way world. I feel like that the Dark Soul actually, you know, that actually has, like, you know, sorceries that are brought about by See the Scaleless. Correspondingly, you have pyromancies brought by the Witch of Isolith. You have miracles brought by Gwyn. I don't know what the hell is brought by Nito. What is she staring off into? Nope. I'm sorry. Oh! That's an interesting idea. An expression of atonement. That's an interesting idea, you know? I'm really hoping that I wouldn't have to. Oh, crap. Been shot by arrows and you have been killed. Huh. Empty treasure chests. All but one. Which has dark orb. I think there were 3 other people over here. Basically there were 2 other people who stole the 2 spells over here. One was dark fog, which we find within the chasm of the abyss. And the other one is dark bead, Oh no, wait. We find dark bead in the chasm of the abyss. I think we found dark fog earlier on, or dark orb. I don't remember exactly which one was which. In fact, I don't even remember which one I just found right now. But yeah. Now, how to get? I think I should just jump across here. Awesome. Alrighty. Now, we can either go activate the Calamite boss fight, or alternatively, we can take on Manus. I need to go have a little chat with our friend Marvelous Chester. What? Stabbing in the back. Well, that's kind of obvious because this is a PvP hotspot, which is, you know, something that I don't understand. Why is this place a PvP hot? Now, since this is going to be a straightforward run, I guess I don't really need to... Or we could kill her.
You. Is that not the soul of the man who fell on this spot? He was a dear friend. I wish to pay proper respect with that soul. Would you be willing to part with it?
Well, as much as I do want to part with it, but the point is that I want to actually get the armor. But okay, yeah, I'll part with the soul and let's see.
Thank you. Please take. May the Lord guide. May the Lord.
Silver tracer, gold tracer. Yeah, we need like plenty of points right now to ensure we can use it. But yeah, I don't really think that I'm gonna, you know, go down that road. It's alright, let's just be, you know, let's have what we call a shitty run.
Oh, whatever's the matter? No. Did you really slay Knight Artorias? I'd heard the Abyss found him first, but even still, that's yeah. Believe it or not, Ulysses has brought the Abyss upon itself, fooled by that toothy serpent. They upturned the grave of primeval man and incited his ornery wrath. What could they have been thinking? But to you and I, it's all ancient history. You have to ask yourself, does it really matter? What? If you've something to say, then say it. Just don't say the wrong thing. What? So long. We'll be seeing each other.
Snickering. I guess we'll take on Calamite after we take on Manus. The thing about Calamite is that I need to level up at least a few points for one or two certain stats. And alrighty. Okay, now we have prepared. What next? Will it be Calamite or... I feel like my weapons are more suited right now to face the Abyss, so I think I'll just go straight. Walk over to the Ulysses Township Dungeon. This place is really expensive. The heebie-jeebies. It's a frightening exposition of how cruel humanity can be. Once again, these are the bonfires that require total 20. Oh dear, I've forgotten that I've already kindled it! Okay, then, simple solution. We kindle a bonfire that simply requires more kindling. There are certain different locations. Not this, not this, not this. I think no. No, already destroyed it. The Abyss, no. Alright, we're in a bit of a fix here. 3 points of humanity and I have absolutely no idea what to do with them. Alright, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back to the Ulsil Township and we're gonna see how many times we can act this up before finally managing to kill Chester. I'm gonna have to get all shielded up. But game, I guess. I'm not really worried about, you know, the points of humanity that I've lost. It's not like I'm gonna, you know, carry this character on forwards. This is gonna be my last playthrough of this game for a very long time. You can only have so much fun with something that you know you love so much. At least when it comes to gaming. I'm not implying anything else. That takes care of that one. Because we're gonna need every Estus that we can get. Good thing it's a crush shield because it takes away like 80% of the damage. So yeah. Oh, bloody hell. You know, honestly. He doesn't stagger! What the hell? Please don't fall off. And here I thought having the lure. Bloody hell, bloody hell. Got an offensive. Sorry, bro. Gravelord spells rule again. Yeah, okay. Elmo has invaded. I have not done a single point of damage to him. What the hell? You have been toxic. Okay, you're gonna do that, so am I. And okay, never mind. Congratulations. And you just had to take care of that shortcut, didn't you? Should have just floored him when I had the chance. Let's just warp over to Lucille Township and get the souls and humanity back. And then we shall go on to face the mother of all huge, ginormous, and destructive bosses, Manus, who may or may not have been for the pygmy. Okay, before I get killed... That's just embarrassing. Boy, they have a way of simply surrounding you! This is the surround problem that I actually touched on a while back. I think I have enough souls to level up within this, and I have to back here in Lucille Township. Back here. See, I have no problem in facing Calamite first. It's just that Calamite is kind of, you know, like he's not immune to bleed damage. I think he's pretty susceptible to it. See, there's this principle. You gotta climb the wall, but you gotta let go of the rope. I'm just not gonna use the Gravelord's sword now because it just makes things too easy. Where did it go? Maybe in the boss fight against Manus. Okay, so we're gonna try our level. Like, I know I used the Gravelord sword in case of Artorias. To be honest, I kind of regret it. Let's warp over to Lucille Township Dungeon and let's get started. One of the greatest boss fights there is in the entire game. Kind of like medieval Gale's Cross one. Let's start with one level now. Let's see what we can manage. You can't take this. Oh yeah, of course you can take this. See, I feel like the challenge of Dark Souls is truly completed once you have... The point is to complete the game, you know? The point is to... You laugh. Oh, damn! It's hard. Not a pretty sight. Not a pretty sight. Welcome, first viewer. Welcome to the Chasm of the Abyss, the scary, dark, menacing location is actually rooted in something so pure and beautiful. I really need Avalanche. Shoot, 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 shoot! Slow healing in Dark Souls 1 and 2. Now I just gotta wail away at them. 4 stacks of humanity, and I'm still banking on... Dark Bead, that overpowered spell. Once we free up Sif, we can actually, I might actually consider summoning him during the boss fight. I feel like I can actually go down from there, but no. That, my friend, are the phantoms, humanity phantoms. Fragments of the Dark Soul. Alvina, you can see her round about there. With the divine weapon, I think it should make this task a little easier, but I don't think I'm going to take these guys on yet. This principle of, you know, putting up fog. Ring of fog is something that she has, and there's all this fog here. God, these guys are damaging. Well, luckily we don't have to face them every time because we have Dark Bead, so we don't have to go back down the same road. We can just, you know, go. Just keep going ahead now. Back down we go again. Death is part of the game in Dark Souls. Sometimes even dying at the right place and time becomes a strategy. Or sometimes even a coping mechanism, because you just don't want to lose the souls that you have, so you just kind of, you know, like sacrifice them yourself. Damn! We rejuvenate our character, and we head down. These guys need to just find a way to ignore them. Hope they don't start following again. Because if I move forward and I realize that they're following me still, it's gonna be a problem. Good thing I have only divine weapons over here right now with me. These phantoms. They should be dropping humanities, but they don't as often. Alvina. She was a friend to Artorias. Whatever Artorias did, or at least left behind. The reason Divine Weapon works good against these guys is because Divine Weapons are actually reminiscent of, like, they're imbued with the magic of the gods. These guys don't yield too many souls. In fact, they actually yield humanity shards. Now, the last location that we saw Alvina head to... an elevator. There's something else here. If you look at the little pattern in between... it's the symbol of... oh my god, it's a symbol of the nameless blacksmith deity, the dead end? Fanboys, please do not blame me for hurting Sif. Not that I can. Okay. Secured. Sif is safe. Sif is safe. These little marks have been left here. There's so much more. Careful, careful. Let us press forward. curious. It's like a humanity fandom died over there. Now, Candidate Lore's candidate actually came up with a theory that the Abyss is the realm of the dead. Or the depictions of the Abyss fit the idea like a glove. In fact, there's even an item description, a deleted item, the Holy Grail of the High Lord Volnir, that states that it pulled them into the Abyss, or pulled them into the realm of the dead. This is the interesting idea that's actually been put forward. By Candidate Lore, at the very least. This guy was among the 3 people who may have come across trying to, or at least 2 people who stole something from the chests that we see, the open chests. Perhaps they were grave looters or grave robbers trying to steal something. Shard of humanity. I feel these guys are just gonna power up over here. Help me carving. How the hell did that end up here? What the hell is going on? Where? How am I supposed to ascend from this place? Oh god. I should use the homeward one now. This place is starting to give me the creeps. Excuse me while I get my live chat ready. Alright. Chat option is ready. I could summon in Claymation, but not right now. Let's take on Manus, Father of the Abyss. 165 by 165, or shall we go for a good old Gravelord sword? This is basically 300 damage, while that one is 360, or more like 330 damage versus 300. I mean, I think you should respond well against force. Sorry, fire. Okay, that's not good. A bit of a necessary evil, that one. Oh, careful. Again, the point of this playthrough is to kind of come out of my comfort zone and try my level best to beat difficult challenges using things other than things I've always used. Now we take this on. But we will be able to summon Siphon. But remember also, we are about to do very little damage. It's one thing to walk into the realm of the dead, it's another to commit suicide! And right beside us is the upturned grave of the furtive pygmy, or primeval man, or some sort of... Oh god... I am actually afraid. I am actually a little terrified of this thing. Come on. Oh no, 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 no! Damn it! I fought this thing so well in my last playthrough. I'm alive! I'm alive! I don't know how, but how the hell am I alive? Started it all. You see, he gives you a small window to heal. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! One was okay. He's just gonna take that part on. Shit! Goes without question, this is one hell of an endurance fight. is doing something at the least. We gotta get rid of the Hellbird. We gotta replace the... Bloody hell! Fudge, not good. Cannot abandon sit there. Basically, my entire life was dependent on that one. Bloody hell. Oh god. How dare you do that to my little Sif? Comes up into my ear now. Oh god. Not good. Well done. Pleasant. Oh god! Okay, that was an amazing battle! I was just 2 steps away from finishing him off. Oh god, that was awesome. Now see, here's the thing. The real reason I'm not gonna use that sword over here, the Gravelord's sword, is because it would just simply make things a little too easy for me, and I'm not fond of doing that. Now the irony here is that while I might be able to retrieve my humanity, the one that I just lost, there's really no point to actually using it because again, you don't have, like, you don't have, I can retrieve it, but I might have to use my humanity again for that. You know, I mean, this is not like, you know, Embers in the third game, or even Human Effigies in the second game, when you can, you know, just simply summon up your phantoms when you reach the boss door. I think that should be it. Okay, that wasn't it, but. Let's get back into the thick of it, shall we? And no, I will... Yes, I will skip the cutscene. Here we go! Okay, that's a good start. I think we have replenishment working for us. Not good. That's not good. I do not like it when that happens at all. Shit. That's just hard-hitting strikes from a demon comes from nowhere. Maybe Abyss is like the representation of like the nowhere that mankind goes to once they die. Nito might have... It's like the representation of Nito's soul was really given very little gravity in the next games. I wonder, if Nito was the first to die, then was it from the Abyss that he returned? It just feels like he has some sort of connection to the dark. no, 2 huge strikes in between. That is just plain stupid when that happens. Okay, that's stupid. Idiot who actually heals right next to Manus. You can't dodge in between. His speed is just too aggressive. Oh god. Not good. Manus' ribs, this somewhat resembles something I've seen before. In Ash Lake, the dragon. Eleven essences and a little less than his full health. Well, that didn't do shit! by hitting him. Battle and only end up getting him down to the last 4 strikes out of 13. That's quite tiring. Ugh. But since no boss fight has been properly concluded yet, I do not feel like I want to finish this. I just want to feel like I want to keep trying. Calamite might have a huge reserve of HP as well. Striking him is actually the bigger problem. Deflected. Down we go. Into the abyss once again. Alright, Manny. He has a tail, but he can't cut it. That ends this boss fight. Guys, okay. I'm sincerely a little bit tired now. I don't know if I can keep going. Gotta keep fighting somehow. I really feel like I'm just not gonna be able to beat him like this. broadcast. Until then, see you soon.